Thanks to EA for sponsoring this video. Hey lovelies, it's Kate. Welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. I decided to build a modern mega mansion, so it's huge, it has a round pool, it's completely CC free, and it was so much fun to build this. I just wanted to go back to this very modern style. I created builds like this in the past, like in this architectural style, and I just felt like going back to building a totally over-the-top modern mansion. Before we continue, remember to use code EMERALD when shopping Sims 4 packs to support me and my channel. Add a pack to your cart, enter Emerald, and apply the code. You can now pre-order the Sims 4 Businesses and Hobbies expansion pack and use my code to support me. Thank you so much for your support. So here I'm working on the pool, which is of course the eye-catching feature of this build. You can here see how I'm placing the monolith from Spa Day, and I'm using a base game rug as a guideline. I sized up the rug using the keyboard. In this way I have the perfect curve. I already knew the shape I was going for, so I only needed the correct size for the rug, and I could then place all these monoliths from Spa Day. I sized them up so they have the perfect height, and I'm also going to adjust the pool height so it's like matching with the monoliths. The pool is kind of sticking out a bit at the top, as you will see, like the edge of the pool, and I'm going to use the white cube from the Desert Lux kit to hide this. I also think this will add another level of detail because you have the monolith, which is kind of giving the pool its shape, but then you have this little cube and it's looking like a frame, another border. I don't know, it's just looking so cute. You know, I love to add so many details to my build, and this was just perfect. Also, whenever I'm working on a modern build, like it's so difficult to make it look super detailed, and at the same time, like you still want it to look modern and sleek and a bit minimalistic, and these little cubes are just perfect to just add a little bit of detail here and there. Here at this point, the shape is slowly coming along. As you can see, I'm adding more of the monoliths to make it bigger. And this is always so difficult for me, even when I know which shape I'm going for. It's always so difficult to determine how big or small I want the pool to be. Like for a mansion like this, I want this pool to be very big and eye-catching. But if it's too small or too big, it's not making sense. Also in relation to the lot size. And sometimes I'm adding a build, because here you can see I clearly started with the pool, and then it's just not looking right, and I want the pool to be bigger or smaller. And with a regular pool, this is like super easy, but here, because of the curve, it's like a problem. So in a case like this, I really want to make sure that the size makes sense from the get-go. I then like removed a part of the pool, so I was able to like have this little section where I've raised the platform to have the pool loungers. I then used the cube from the Desert Lux kit, and you can see I'm placing these cubes following the shape of the pool. So originally I had used the base game rug to have a round shape, but here at this point I have the shape laid out and I can roughly follow the shape of the pool. I want there to be like a gap between my cubes and the pool. You can see it's adding more details, looking more interesting. And I then worked on this section, so I wasn't sure what to do with this section at first. My initial plan was to use the waterfall from Island Living to have a waterfall situation going on. I also wanted to use debug rugs from Eco Lifestyle, but then I don't know, it just looked very natural and like, which is cool, but it was kind of taking away from the like very sleek look, and I just decided to change it. So this is what I ended up doing. I added these windows, and I think it's super cool to have like windows in a pool like this. I just love this, and I just wanted to have a second pool down there, so I made a lot of changes to this area specifically. I felt like the pool made sense, the rest of the build kind of made sense, but I had no idea what to add over there. I then used platforms to create these stairs. These are functional because your Sims can traverse as long as you have a height difference of only one step on your platforms. And I then expanded the build a little bit. And when it comes to a more modern build like this, I'm always like really intentional with where I'm adding a room or something. I feel like a build like this is all about the shape. And when you add a room in the wrong area, it's like taking away from the shape, and I'm like always super I don't know, I'm super tense when I'm working on a build like this, as long as I'm working on the exterior, because I really want this to make sense, and it's like a lot of fun. I then added more of these stairs. I'm going to mirror them, so they're going to like lead down on the other side, and I'm going to add like a basketball court over there, which is also so cute. Like I stumbled upon a floor from Horse Ranch, which like looks like a sky with clouds, which is like super cute. And as you will see, it's like blue and pastel pink, and it's looking so cute and dreamy. And of course it would make sense for a ceiling. I think this is probably why it was added to the game, so you could like add it to a ceiling in a room, which is super cute. And I totally have to do that, like now that I'm talking about this, I have to do this in a future build. But placing it on the basketball court makes it like so playful and dreamy, as you will see. It's like not making a lot of sense, because I feel like this build is like so modern and all of that. And then you have this very cute cloud sky scene on the basketball court, but I just wanted to add something playful and fun. And yeah, here I'm working on the interior a bit, like on the windows, the floor plan. You can see that I turned this into a loft, so the ceiling was removed and it's like one big open space with 2 stories. The top floor is going to be like a party area, and at the top I'm going to work, like I'm going to add all the just the living area, kitchen and everything, and then stairs will lead down, and there we will have a lot of bedrooms. And yeah, I eventually added the pool to this area that I mentioned earlier. I used a border in black, and I just wanted to have a contrast, because everything is like super bright, the pool, the wallpaper, and I then wanted to have these darker windows and details to have a nice contrast. I also worked on the terrain a little bit, and yeah, this is the cute little basketball court area. I used more of the Desert Lux cube to separate everything, and I then noticed that I have to move some of them, because the room that I had built like was almost a perfect match for the basketball court, and I then just positioned these objects and placed the cube all around it. The items are from City Living. If you want to have a functional basketball court in your build, you need City Living for this. And I then just placed some palm trees. I really wanted this to be like a bit tropical. I don't know, not really tropical, but it's supposed to give like LA Mansion or something, like this type of thing. Also, let's talk about the fact that the Sims team has announced a new expansion pack. I'm so excited. Are you excited? Let me know about your thoughts. So the new expansion pack is going to be called Businesses and Hobbies. We will be able to run a business on a residential lot, and I'm very excited about that. You know that I've like recently built some builds where there's like a cafe somewhere, and then there's like a apartment above or something, and I'm just so excited to combine a business and a residential lot. I think it's super cute. You could like have a cafe at the bottom, and then you just build a apartment on top, and the sim who's running the business is living above. I think this is so cool, and I know it's something that people have wanted for the longest time. There will also be new hobbies. I'm very excited. I mean, I'm just curious to see what it's going to be like, but just the idea of having a business on your residential lot makes me so excited, and I can't wait to see more. I'm just really happy. Here I'm adding more cubes. Eventually I decided to place the cubes almost all around the build, and I then started to furnish. So this build looks really over the top from the outside. It's gigantic. It not only looks gigantic, it is gigantic, but the interior is actually really manageable in my opinion. We have this one big open area, which is a loft, and there will be everything you will need like for cooking, having dinner, watching TV, the office area, just a complete living area. And then you just have to walk down the stairs and you are in the bedroom and bathroom area and everything. So I feel like it's really manageable, and even though it's looking super over the top, it's not really, like it's fine. And yeah, I wanted to use the new base game counters and cabinets for this, because I was going for this modern look. What was really difficult was to like build a kitchen in there, because you know that I love to use the tallest wall height, which I didn't do here. And I also love to use way too many cabinets to just like have big cabinets above the kitchen, above the counters. I couldn't do that here because of the loft layout. You can see there's like a glass fence on the left side, and above the kitchen we have some windows. So I really had to make it look really cute and small. At the same time, it just had to match the vibe, because you cannot build a gigantic mansion like this and then you have like a really small, tiny home type of kitchen. I still wanted this to look grand and like match the vibe. So this was really difficult. So I just added a couple of cabinets there, and it kind of worked out. I used a lot of base game items for furnishing. This is like not really a limited pack build, because I feel like a limited pack build would only be like the base game and maybe 1 or 2 packs. But you already saw in the beginning where I like showed you which pack I used. Like I showed you the icons in the beginning, and usually I just use a lot of items for furnishing. And I feel like usually when I'm working on the exterior, when I'm done, I've probably used like 6 packs, 8 packs, something like this. But then when I'm working on the interior, I mean, you only have to like, for example, grab the glasses from this clutter kit we got, and you place the glasses on an office table, like next to the computer for decoration, and boom, there's like another kit used. And then in the end, when you upload to the gallery, there are like, I don't know, 20 packs and kits being used, and it's looking like very overwhelming. And I sometimes get comments like saying, okay, great, you used like every single pack in the game. I feel like most of the time that's like not really true, because even if you like own some packs and you would like, or the key packs, and you would place it from the gallery, maybe some clutter and objects would be missing, but I feel like I'm using most of the packs probably for furnishing and decorating. I mean, you grab a plant and it's from one pack, the other plant is from another pack. So here, because I wanted to limit it a bit more, I wanted to focus on base game items, and I was really trying to figure out like which packs I'm using. I also checked which pack I had used at this point, and if I could like swap something out. For example, I had used like one pack, but I had only used one item from that pack, which wasn't like crucial to the build, so I like changed it. I eventually ended up, as you can here see, deciding to use the Party Essential kits. I wanted this to be all about like partying, so even though it's kind of a family mansion because of the bedrooms, I still wanted to like have this party vibe both on the interior and exterior, and this kit is just really perfect. I feel like some kits are like more random, you just have a new style for a living room, for example, but some kits like have a really heavy focus on a topic, like the Party Essential kits, for example, and I love that, and I totally wanted to use like the party decorations and stuff, so I ended up using the kit. And yeah, let me know what you think about this, about limited packs builds, and how many packs should be used. And I was just thinking and reflecting on that. And yeah, here I'm furnishing the gym, and I didn't include like the furnishing process a lot in this video. I wanted to focus on the exterior, and you will like see screenshots very soon so you can see what I did. I just wanted to like not have these overly lengthy speed builds. I feel like having it more condensed would probably make more sense. And yeah, I want to remind you before this video ends that you can use code Emerald in the EA app to support me and my channel. Thank you so much for your support, and you will now see a lot of screenshots. This build is available in the gallery. You can find all the information in the description box, including the packs I've used, so you can go to the gallery and grab this and let your Sims move in. I hope you're doing so well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I see you in the next video. Bye bye.